we have three components to the child ego state. Again, classic diagrams of TA will have FC, free child, and adapted child. Neo-Bernian theory has two more. RC, as we call rebellious child, and CC, compliant child. This is very interesting. And you might relate it with some people you know, maybe even some elders in your family, maybe even yourself. Worst of all, yourself, when you realize which one you are. Three of these. Again, there's a plus sign for this is good, blue is good, red is dead. Now, let's try to understand what the free child is. What do you think the president is doing here? Playing with a child? Does he look stressed to you? Who do you think is the boss in this photo? The president of the United States or the little girl? The girl is the boss. She's made an American president act silly and perhaps even pose for a photo. This is the free child manifested in the ex-president Obama. Chances are that he didn't act like this when they caught Osama. There was a different ego state active. Imagine him behaving like this during the movie's Hero Dark 30. Bonus features, Obama looking under a table and smiling at the shoes of everyone else in the room. Not so effective out there. But in this photo, he's having fun with a little girl in the Oval Office. You can tell it's the Oval Office. So the free child is your naturally inquisitive, curious, creative, and slightly badmash side that will manifest during a cricket match, when you're on a roller coaster, when one of your nieces or nephews wants to eat something, or even after you've had a few beers. This is why a lot of people drink, because naturally in their life they don't get to manifest the FC or the free child. Such people who are very high on FC, as we say high on FC, they are very creative, very artistic, and also sometimes very intuitive. Somehow they just know what needs to be done to reduce the stress in the room. Yes, people with a very high FC can also be a little impulsive, notorious online shoppers, right? Because the FC isn't as concerned with what other people are thinking in the moment. Because it's a purely emotional response. There is no analysis to it. It's about having fun. I have clients who are very low on FC because one of their parents died when they were young and they had to manage the finances of the house. So they have forgotten what it means to have fun. And now they're 58-year-old men. So I need to introduce a little bit of FC in their life. I have a really old client who used to be an artist and now he has tremors because of a certain medication he's taking, also having a little bit of dementia. So my entire therapy sessions with him are like me going, showing him images, asking him to interpret them, cracking jokes. Because I worked in entertainment, it's a lot easier for me. The FC is always looking to have a good time and make the other person also have a good time. This is called the rebellious child. Shararti Londa, Bagavati Londa. Or girl. I was called this when I was growing up a lot. I used to have long hair, as you saw. Did crazy things when I was growing up. Crazy. No child should do it, I would still say. But I was very naughty. But that's not what rebellion in this context means. Rebellion has a lot broader meaning out here. Rebellion can be good as well, as in the case of the French Revolution or the Indian freedom struggle, right? But when someone is an RC, they're, as we say, in the red zone. You remember the red and blue zone, right? Based on the diagram. When they're in the red zone, they're almost always a wise ass. Every WhatsApp group has one of these, I assure you. None of the ones I create have them because they go out. First sign of trolling, you're out. I only want FCs and NPs in this group. Be nurturing to each other, be good friends, have fun, go home. If you have this or a CP, and because I can identify them, I curate all my WhatsApp groups. You're out. And people will say, "Yaar, isko kyun nikal diya?" I said, "Usko phone karke mujhe puchne de. It's not your problem." Then I know an RP has come अरे इसको क्यों निकाल दिया, उसको कितना बुरा लगेगा, you kicked him off a WhatsApp group. I said, no, I kicked him off a WhatsApp group because he lowered the quality of the debate by using foul language. A lot of psychology is also about helping you curate, teaching your clients the art. घर में spring cleaning होता है ना दिवाली के पहले. You have to spring clean people in your life. It's a very, very much needed skill. An RC is basically someone who also, like the CP or the controlling parent, thinks he knows better than everyone else. I'm the Shana. But the RC is different from the CP in that the RC is always a responding ego state. So the CP will always initiate, you should dress like this, you should eat that way. RC is the one who will raise the middle finger or will just act, put earphones on, and be like, what lecture, what, okay. You'll always have one person like that in every class. We used to have lots of them in Xavier's. Somehow Xavier's had more of them than Jai Hind back in my time. Xavier's entire last 3 rows were full of people like this. They didn't care about the lecture. I used to be in the middle row. I used to care more about my girlfriend back then, but that was a different thing. That's the 8th ego state. All right? So these are people who are trigger happy. These are people who are extremely easy to piss off. Super easy to piss off, and you will know it. The whole room will know that they're pissed off. These are people who love finding someone else to blame. It's because of you we couldn't submit in time. It's because of you we had this shitty food. It's because of you that I'm so stressed out. It's because of you we went to this horrible party when nothing was fun. Anyone who says it's because of you is an RC. And these are people who have a lot of suggestions to everyone else, but if you get them to do something, they will not. They'll under-deliver or not deliver at all. A lot of broken promises. A lot of lost opportunities for such people, especially if they are unfortunate enough to join a company in a developed country. First sign of RC, you're out. I've seen a lot of people get fired during my time in Singapore because they thought they were still in college. This is not your home or your college. You do the job, then you go home. That's how it is. It's a pretty scary world out there. And then you have this, which is expected of most Indian women even now. Compliance in this context means constantly saying yes. Hanji, hanji. Constantly, sir, ha, 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 ha. Why? It's not required. You can set boundaries without being an asshole. You can set boundaries without being nasty. A compliant child always thinks other people know better. Dad knows better, boyfriend knows better, teacher knows better, friend knows better, God knows better, religion knows better, Guruji knows better. Everyone knows better. Somehow they don't know anything. They feel. They may actually be very smart, very creative, very intelligent, but they have not been given the opportunities in their families to do what they need to do, to succeed. Maybe, very often, a CC has an RP or a CP as a parent. Very common. The moment I have a client who's extremely apologetic to me for even coming 1 minute late and spends 5 minutes elaborating the GPS and how things got right and couldn't find your office, I can estimate that someone in their family is a CP who's very, very strongly given them danda, or someone has always been ready to supply them even when they didn't require it. So they also become very, very apologetic. So my questions will directly begin with, who's the angriest person in your house? I understood that you couldn't find my office. My father. He's always, ek baar to namak ka dabba bhi toda tha. And mom got scared. Mom got scared means mom's also a CC. So in my head, the analysis in me is like, mom is possibly a CC, dad is possibly a CP. What pisses off dad is my next question. Why is dad so pissed off? Nahi unka wo business mein ye yaar, his brother. Then I say, what is uncle's hobbies? Uncle to he's a drinker. Uncle is an FC. Therefore father had to be a CP. How am I making the connections? Uncle drinks too much means too much FC. I instantly know. This is why ego states are so powerful. I know exactly where to help my client. I instantly know what has caused them to become this way. And then I can say, boss, let's try a few interesting things and let's see where they take us. If you do the same old stuff, you get stuck in a rut. You try new things, you try something interesting, and maybe you don't have to be in this position anymore. Perhaps. The compliant child wants everyone else to be happy. They are more obsessed with being good and nice rather than being effective. Sometimes the nice person is not the effective one. It's important to be effective. Thanks for watching all the way till the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, too bad, you watched it already. Alright, if you want access to more such content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Aman Bhonsle. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, please share it. And if you'd like to get in touch with me or just have a chat or visit my office or learn more about TA or what I do or invite me, these are the ways to get in touch. I look forward to your support and I hope to see you in the comments section below. Thank you for being here.